the star. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another ridiculously awesome, amazing, spectacular episode of Comic X
Weeb.
That was a short one this time. I was expecting at least 30 more seconds. For those of you with us now, or for those of you catching us on the replay, go ahead and hit that like button, smash it, hit the subscribe button as well. You guys already know we're here every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, live, going over everything pop culture, but mostly comic books, movies, and anime. And boy, do we have a lot to discuss today. It has been a week of news, all sorts of crazy shenanigans going down. We're very excited, but first we'll just kind of ease it in, and I'll let you know that I went to Motor City Comic Con this weekend, which was a lot of fun. Flew out to Detroit, met up with Justin and some buddies that we know out there. Lethal Protector Comics, shout out to you. Shout out to the one true Nerd King, Mr. Phil. It was really cool hanging out with them. The show itself was pretty cool. It was a huge venue, and it was not crowded like at all on Friday, but then on Saturday it was so ridiculous we had to leave at a certain point. There was no even walking around that place. It was absolutely insane. But we got to pick up some cool books, we got to meet some cool people, and we got to meet Donnie Cates and get some signatures from him. I had to ask him about his upcoming Hulk book that's coming out soon, and all he said he was allowed to tell me was that it's gonna blow my mind, and that's it. That's all he could tell me. So
it's gonna suck.
I don't know, man. It could be good. They were already using the promotional I guess they've already done the cover for #1 or whatever, but that was his banner. So they're already using the banner. I guess it's coming out soon then. I was trying to probe for maybe a character that was going to be in it, or just anything. I was like, can you tell me anything about it? But no, all he could say was be mind blowing and womp womp. So if it's not mind blowing, we all got to show back up and kick his ass.
Yeah. Yes. Physical violence is what is being promoted here, apparently.
I mean,
I do gotta make sure though.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, I do gotta make sure because it feels weird not doing the whole opening, it's your boy Chris, aka my phone is charging, so you gotta forgive me on this one.
I didn't know you had the voice of an angel, Chris. I had no idea.
Black Santa, aka I will always own you, aka Super Cold. Walter. Hey, we got some news coming from Super Cold Water next week though. It's gonna be some hot stuff because it's fire. It'll be next week though.
I completely forgot about our intros. How could I forget about that? It's ridiculous. And I'm
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
I knew that would throw you through a loop. Shit, that's pretty cool.
All right. Yep. He is.
That's right. All right, so let's jump in with, we had news about let's go with the DC fandom, because I feel like we don't talk about DC that much ever, and they just had their huge trailer drops and all sorts of stuff like that went down this weekend. So let's go ahead and jump into that. Chris, I assume that you watched most of the trailers and everything. What's the one that stood out the most to you from that conference?
Okay, I guess the one that stood out the most was probably, at least that stood out to me. Not saying it was necessarily the best, but it definitely stood out to me the most. Was probably the Black Adam one.
Hell
Even though it
yeah.
was the shortest one, arguably the shortest one, because Flash was kind of short too. But you didn't really see two. You saw more in the Flash trailer than you did in the Black Adam trailer. But I really liked that trailer, even though it was mainly just talking. But man, I mean, of course, being a wrestling fan, I'm a big Rock fan, so seeing the Rock and listening to him talk is always awesome. It's always great, the great one.
And he's such a good hype
I
dude,
really
so.
love what they did. Yes. I really liked what they showed when he was, when they first found him and he like just disintegrated my man with his electricity and everything when he grabbed that dude and just basically turned him into dust. I was like, okay, that is a cool way to introduce him. And then he starts flying up and they're just like, oh my God, what is this, man? That was pretty cool. That was cool. So I enjoyed that one. I really did. What about you?
I also am probably the most pumped about Black Adam because it has an established good movie with Shazam. So we're coming off the back of that. I too am a big fan of Dwayne Johnson and just his charisma and positivity and just attitude in general. And what he always brings like something to the role, something that like I feel nobody else could, which is why, of course, he was one of the highest paid or the highest paid actor one year. I don't know if he still is the highest, but he deserves it for sure. He's like, at first I was so like, what I remember like when he came out in the Tooth Fairy or whatever as a movie, and I was like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, this is like when Hulk Hogan was doing that shit. Or whatever. I was like, this is garbage. But now, like, I'm glad that he took the step towards acting because, like, it's awesome. And I'm so pumped about Black Adam, dude. I'm just like, Black Adam, Isis gonna be in it, Osiris gonna be in it, confirmed with the trailer. So that's all really really dope. But I will say, I did also enjoy the Batman trailer, and I didn't think I would. But it was pretty dope.
I did too. Yep, it was. The Batman trailer was pretty dope. We got to see the Riddler and everything, and
dude, the
that was interesting.
That man did to take on that role is crazy. Have you seen like the before or like just Paul Dano like before and in the trailer?
I have not seen it before. It's really insane.
Dude, like, well, I mean, just Paul Dano, regular Paul Dano is just like, just like a regular looking dude, like a regular looking Jersey Shore motherfucker. And then like in here, he's just like all crazed and like it's pretty awesome. So I'm pretty psyched for that. Yeah, the Riddler. Well, who else are we getting? Are we getting Penguin? We're getting someone else too.
Yeah, Penguin should be in it too.
I guess Catwoman as well.
Penguin should be in it too. Catwoman as well. Yeah, I think they showed off Selena, whatever. So yeah, it did look cool, and I definitely like the last part of the trailer with the guy going through the driving. He thought he crashed Batman and everything. He's like, yeah, I got him and this and that. Then the Batmobile just goes through the flame, and this dude's face like, what the? Yeah, that was pretty cool. And Batman walking with the flames in the background, that was kind of cool.
Oh,
then it went into
that was badass.
That was lit. That was really cool. I was like, that is Batman in a nutshell. That's some badass. That's Batman. I was like, that's good stuff. As Vince McMahon would say, that's good shit.
Yeah, no, for sure. That was like that trailer was amazing. I'm sure if we had a full trailer for Black Adam, I would be more psyched about that one. I'm just psyched that project is coming together in general. But the Batman trailer was definitely hyped. Now the Flash trailer that we got, I wasn't a fan, dude. I didn't like it at all. I felt like everything in it relied on Batman. Like the whole fucking like anything that was like hyped in the trailer of the Flash just had something to do with Batman, whether it's Michael Keaton's Batman or Tim Burton's Batman. It's that Batmobile, it's that Batman cowl, blah 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 blah. Like that's the dimension he's in. Okay, cool. So you're trying to ride the Spider-Man multiverse thing that's going on. It's like your competition. I get it. I figured that's kind of what you're gonna do. But like there was nothing really about Flash. There's no like they didn't really explain why he was going back in time or like why he was fucking shit up. It was just everything hyped about that trailer was just playing on nostalgia with Batman.
Yeah, it was definitely a trailer where they was like relying on you knowing the story to know why he's doing this, because they very briefly hinted at it at the beginning that it's about his mom. So when they showed,
but we don't really know
him
Barry's
walking
mom
in the house, and I believe that was him. Right.
Yeah.
Again, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're relying on you to know the story yourself. And that's the reason why it's such a huge difference with Spider-Man. When they're doing the multiverse stuff, we've had an entire build from practically day one of a multiverse situation. With this, they're doing the same old DC nonsense and just throwing it out, just throwing it in there, rushing it. Here you go. It's just throwing it in there to match these guys. Where again, they should have been building this crap up since the beginning. And honestly, considering when DC came out, when they started really doing their movies against Marvel, we should probably just now really still be getting the Justice League stuff. Instead, we're going straight into Flashpoint. Like,
right. So we get an introduction of the Flash in Justice League, which means that there's no background on this character in the DC universe. And we just know he can run fast. That's really all we know, is that he can run really, really fucking fast. And that's it. We don't have any kind of personal life, personal details, how he became the Flash, who his main villains are. And none of that was really portrayed in the trailer either. We didn't get like a voiceover of anything with the action, which would have been nice. You know, who is the villain in this? Are we getting Reverse Flash? Are we getting Zoom? Who are we getting? It just seems like we're just setting up Flash to be his own villain type of thing, which I get. You know, Flashpoint, he kind of is his own villain there. But like, I just feel like it's way too soon for that. But I think we've discussed that before. But this trailer just didn't do anything to like hold my hopes up for this movie.
That's the thing. What they should have done was have the trailer basically kick off, since definitely it's the earlier trailer, have it kick off with him fighting against one of his, because Flash has like a lot of Flash villains are more of the wacky kind, and
dope.
a lot of jokester type villains.
Yeah.
But they're still dope. But maybe it should have been something of him messing with trying to think of a villain that would be good to use. I mean,
the cold dude was.
I mean, you can. I was thinking of him.
Captain Cold or whatever.
What'd you say? Yeah. I mean, I was thinking of Captain Cold. I mean, you could probably maybe something like that. Him trying to rob a bank and Flash messing, dealing with that situation, and you getting maybe another shot of Reverse Flash in his timeline before everything pops off, before he does what he do, and then kind of getting a sneak like something to get why Reverse Flash cares about. Like, that's another thing. They're gonna have to like shoehorn all that into this.
Yes.
Like, what is Reverse Flash's relationship with Flash? Why does he have his issues with him? Why does he even care about this? So they're gonna have to shoehorn his entire backstory into this movie. Mm-hmm. And again, they're going to have to do it so quickly, which you're not going to get any real understanding of why is he doing this.
Right. And they did all that so well on the show. Like, that's when the show was actually still good. They were setting all that up. Who Barry is, what his background is, what happened to his mom, how his dad was set up on it, everything like that. Then he becomes the Flash. He learns how his powers go. You set up some basic villains for him, all the while over the course of like a season or two of episodes, we're building Reverse Flash, which was awesome. So then when we finally got Reverse Flash and some of their battles, it was really fucking dope. And then Barry figures out that he can travel through time, and that's the whole thing. So now he's like doing that a little bit, and then he's like, I'm really sad. I want my mom. So then he runs back in time to save his mom. And that's how we get Flashpoint. Now, the rest of the Flashpoint storyline, of course, from there, since they didn't have the licensing, was kind of whack. But the show did a really good job of building like all of that up to that point, And it's like, oh, why couldn't we have had that in movie form? Why couldn't we have, or just bring that kid into the fucking DC universe? Like, nah.
No, you're right, and that's what's so frustrating about it, because we should have had, honestly, this should have been the third movie. We should have had the first movie dealing with Flash getting his powers and him particularly dealing with some villain. It could be Captain Cold, whoever. Him dealing with a villain, and then after that's taken care of. And matter of fact, it could have been because again, Captain Cold was the first person I thought of because of how his ice gun and all that stuff. You could have had a really pretty thing and made him a little. He can be serious in certain comics and stuff. He's super serious. Others can be wacky too. You can kind of mix it in a little bit, make him a little, have his little jokes in there, but make him a little more serious of a villain, and have him be the main villain. You can have some really cool fight scenes with the ice and all that stuff, and have some really cool stuff happen. And then Flash beats him, and then you can set up at the end with Reverse Flash, and then you can make Reverse Flash the main villain of the second movie. And then at the end of that movie, then you can tease into this. This should have been the third movie. This should not be the Flash's first movie. It shouldn't be the second one either. This should be his legitly third movie. That way you can give Reverse Flash all the backing that he needs, from the first teaser and the end of the first movie to the second movie being more about him and Flash's situation, him loving the Flash, and then the jealousy and then the hatred. All that stuff from the beginning to end. You can do that in that second movie. And then this movie will make so much more sense, where then you don't even have to worry about forcing the storyline. And then by that time, you have everything else set up. If you did it smart, you would have had everything else set up with the Justice League. Instead, we got this stuff. And honestly, this is the movie I'm least looking forward to.
I agree with you. Well, besides Aquaman too. But
oh my God.
If they go with a Flashpoint storyline, which is what it seems like they're about to do, and he's traveling into another dimension, and he's gonna meet Old Man Batman, I guess. I don't know. Michael Keaton is old, and if that's gonna be him, then that's just how it's gonna be. He's gonna be Old Man Batman. So is he gonna be like? Here's my confusion. To set up like the rest of that story is a whole movie in itself, at least 3 hours period. Like, if you have the knowledge already kind of in the background, then you can understand kind of what's going on there with Flashpoint. I mean, there's a war between the Amazons and Aquaman, and all that whole thing going on. We got Batman is actually dead, so we have Thomas Wayne with guns. We have Martha Wayne as the Joker. Which is fucking awesome. I fucking love that concept so much. But like with no explanation, it's like it have to be a 2-part movie, right? I mean, there's no way.
Since this is DC, it's gonna be a 1-part movie. They're gonna screw it up.
Because I mean, that's the Justice League movie.
Exactly. It's going to be that, dude. So many people hate the original Justice League, but the Zack Snyder version is still getting a lot of praise from people. At least, this is the thing, though. At least it was building on things. The first Justice League movie, I mean, from beginning to end, let's be honest, what did it really build? Like, really nothing. But here's another thing about the Flashpoint stuff. And I guess spoilers to whoever don't know about Flashpoint.
No spoilers for a book that's been out for a while.
I'm just saying, man. Spoilers, man. It's gonna be that one person, dude. I was about to read Flashpoint tonight, man. You bastard! You ruined everything. What the hell? Oh, I hate you. I'm more. Look, all I'm saying is, how are you gonna do this? Because one, I could have sworn they said the guy who's supposed to play Cyborg is no longer playing Cyborg. So is Cyborg still in the movie? He plays a big role. Is he in? Is he not? Who the hell is playing Superman? He also plays a gigantic role. Is he just not going to be in the movie? Okay, sure.
Henry Cavill is still on board.
Okay. So you still have you got who plays Wonder Woman and you got who plays Aquaman. So now they're gonna go at it, I suppose. But here's the problem with this being the first movie again. Flashpoint, even though Flash is, the main reason everything popped off, he doesn't do much at all until towards the end because he loses his powers.
Right. Yes, he does not do much at all.
That's where the problem comes at. So if you look at this movie, and if you're doing Flashpoint, if you're trying to do it legit, then are we getting? I'm sorry, the guy who plays Flash, I don't want to see him do what Robert Downey Jr. did in, what was it, Iron Man 3, I guess it was, where most of it was him, not Iron Man. It was more of Tony Stark. I don't want to see that. I don't think this dude plays a good Barry, and I don't want to see him being Barry for most of that movie. I just don't. I'd rather see more Flash. Again, I agree. He doesn't do that much. It's more of the background and the consequences of him going back in time and changing things of the story. More of it being Flash fighting this, that, and doing this and that. It's a lot of stuff that happens. It's mainly Aquaman and them going at it, seeing what happened with Superman, him being a different thing. And now it's like,
what happens now? Is Henry Cavill is he gonna do the Holocaust diet where he has to shrink down to like 100 pounds? So
right?
Yeah, I don't think so. That's what I'm saying. So how are they gonna run that? I don't think so either. Yeah, he ain't gonna do that for his own.
We're gonna get great CGI, bro.
His agent is gonna be like, nah, fuck. Yeah, we're gonna get the fucking Captain America CGI where it's his face on like my body or some shit, like skinny ass Superman out of nowhere, fucking with Henry Cavill's face on it.
You gave me a great idea, bro. It's time for us to go to DC. You need to play Superman.
Hell yeah,
you
man.
need to play Flashpoint Superman, bro.
I'm the body double for Flashpoint Superman. I'll get my like little credit somewhere, and they'll give me $10. Here you go. Here's your $10.
Exactly.
Way to be a skinny.
It's your $10. Yo, that's $10. That's $10 you didn't have, bro.
You're right. I mean, I ain't gay, but $10.
And you gotta get Black Santa a little cut of that too, though, because I got you there. You know what I'm saying? But
69% agent fee, which is crazy. I feel like that's pretty high. 69% for an agent fee. I mean, that's nice. Like, damn, bro. I feel like I'm not getting anything. I get $3.10 at the end of the day. I'm like, god damn. My travel costs
$3.10 you didn't have though.
Oh shit. All right, so yeah, there's a lot of questions and a lot to be desired from the Flash trailer. I just have a feeling that I'm just not gonna like it. And then probably won't like...
So what if they don't do Flash? What if it's not a full Flashpoint and it's just like pieces of it? Because that's what I think they're gonna do. It's gonna be pieces of it.
That's gonna be like the show then, where it's like, why'd you even bother doing it?
That's gonna be them half-assing it. That's what DC has done though in their whole cinematic universe. They've half-assed everything they've done, and this looks like it's gonna be another one. Only reason why I'm not worried about Black Adam at all is because I really got faith in The Rock, and The Rock, I really believe The Rock is not gonna let them. Here's the thing. The Rock has the power. He is not going to let them stop him from doing what he needs to be done. Because if The Rock is like, oh, we're going to have fast, I'm just not going to do it.
Right. JBK's dad says you're going to get a 9-cent royalty check every time the movie is played on TNT. That's awesome. That's 9 cents that I didn't have, bro. Hell yeah. Skinny ass body double Superman.
Exactly.
The Rock, I feel like is gonna make sure that movie like gets her done. I mean, he even made Jumanji like the redo good, and I was not. I don't know. I just felt like because with Jumanji in particular, Robin Williams had done such a good job, and it was almost like it was very soon after his death that they were like Jumanji remake, and I was like, oh, that's like borderline disrespectful to the GOAT. But they pulled it up. They made it so much different, and like they really did a good job with it. So I feel like The Rock being involved is super positive, coming off of a like successful hilarious movie with Shazam, which surprised the hell out of me. Also a positive. So I'm definitely looking forward to Black Adam. Like I might actually go see that bitch in theaters. But like I ain't seen the Flash in theaters. I can tell you that right now. It doesn't matter what else they release.
Right. No, I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. Something else that I found to be a little weird too was if I saw right at the end of the trailer, why was there 2 other Flashes? If this is Flashpoint, why do we need female Flash and I could have sworn I saw 2 at the end of that trailer. It was a female Flash, and then there was some discount Flash behind him. And I was like, even though he's a discount Flash himself, I was like, why the hell are there 3 Flashes in this movie? If this supposed to be Flashpoint, which they have been basically saying it is, why the freak are there 3 Flashes? We don't need 3 Flashes in this movie. We only need Barry, and we only need Reverse Flash. We only need those 2. We just need the regular Flash and his enemy.
All right, so let's see what we get.
So I'm pretty sure I saw at the end of that trailer 3 Flashes, and I was like, why do we have 3 of them in this movie?
I definitely don't want to hear him talk even a little bit.
Yeah.
Whose cowl was that on the floor? All right, so we have, obviously there's, I guess is that Batman's cowl that's on the floor? Is that supposed to be Batman? Who is it?
It looks like it, right? I mean, it would obviously either be Batman or Superman. It would be one of the 2, but I'm going to assume Batman because how crazy Batman is.
Blood leading up to it. But in Flashpoint, he's shot as a child, so that just doesn't make sense. I mean, unless it's Thomas's cowl and he was shot already.
Right, and he's already bleeding.
The Ring was a cool reference, but again, like nobody fucking knows unless like you read or you're a Flash fan that like his suit is held in that ring. So they didn't go over that shit in Justice League, did they? Unless I missed that.
I don't think they did.
Yeah, so all of a sudden he's got a brand new suit. Who dis? And then boom, the only fucking hype part of okay, so you're right. We do have 3 Flashes.
Right. Why?
Is it the same? Is
what
it like
was the
his
point
face?
Of it?
Just they put his face on a girl, and then they got him on someone else too.
Batmobile.
Yeah, like that's the Tim Burton Batmobile. So like, okay, yeah, that's the dumbest shit that I've ever seen.
Dude, that looks so bad.
The Rock is not going to put his career in anyone else's hands. He is going to make sure Black Adam is good. Yeah, exactly like what we were saying for sure. But yeah, I didn't even notice the 3 Flashes, Chris, until we just replayed that trailer. That shows you how much I was paying attention to that shit. But yeah, the only hype from that trailer, like I said, was relying on nostalgia, and we don't know shit about the Flash. Period. We just don't. At least in this universe, we have no idea what's happening. So there was that.
So I'm pretty sure you agreed with me earlier, though. I think you did say it that they should have done Flashpoint as the 3rd movie, and they should have did what I said earlier for the first 2.
Right, for sure. I'm with you. Let's go ahead and show what the trailer, like a good trailer, since we just had that. We need a little palette cleanser here. So let's go ahead and put the Batman trailer, because this was
that was good. Yeah,
I mean. Yeah, pretty dope. So I'm pumped for this one for sure. And even like with Robert,
it was better than I thought it was gonna be.
The Bat. Exactly. I was thinking that this whole movie is just gonna be shenanigans. And we got the Riddler here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the coffee with the question mark. Oh my god. It's fantastic.
That was cool. I was like, that's really cool. I was like, that was unique. Oh, I like that. I was like, that's cool.
Dope label logos on the for the trailer too. They're going back with the Batman Beyond logos, which is fucking sick. We got a good old bat.
Still my favorite logo. The Batman Beyond one is my favorite logo.
Right. He's skinny though, right? Or is it just me? He's like skinny Batman.
No, he is.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
See, since this is early Batman, he hasn't really been working out to that level yet. So he getting up there. He getting that muscle going.
I mean, that shot looked good. Hold on, that where he comes out of nowhere and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" Goddamn. Like he looked good there, but that first shot where it was like above him or whatever, he just looked super skinny.
Right.
But yeah, he's just beating up everybody.
See, this was a couple of months later, so he's worked up a little more.
Damn, taser gloves, bro. Vicious. I love it. I didn't like this part so much. It was a little cringy. I think he didn't seem very intimidating right there. But I don't know the whole. Obviously, we don't know the whole story of that scene, so we'll just have to see.
Yeah.
We get a little leg action. Hello, Selena. What's up? Selena looking good, by the way. I just gotta say,
she is.
Fine. She looking fine as hell.
Looking like a snack, bro.
Oh, I'm saying, looking like a 3-course meal. I don't know about snack. Yeah, all sorts of club dancing, fighting, hallway scenes. If they could pull off the hallway scenes as good as like the Daredevil hallway scenes, like this scene will look fucking. Dude, he's just eating those bullets, man. What the fuck kind of armor does he have? He's just eating a fucking machine gun, dude. That shit would hurt. Like, what the fuck? Dirty Batman.
It's like
who was
Batman's later armor, son.
Who's that dude?
I didn't see. Who was it?
This guy right here. Serial killer live streams. You think that's the Riddler or who's going on?
It could be Riddler, but it could also be another villain because if we supposedly do have Penguin in here, so it could be somebody else.
I just like
it builds up more intrigue.
Yeah, live streams. I don't know. I don't know who that is. I'm sure someone's broken it down of who it's supposed to be, but I just don't. I haven't been perusing on YouTube too much. I love the little hints from Riddler that you get to see dropped. In this part that we were talking about. He's like,
this is the part right here, man.
And like, I got him. Bitch, you thought.
No, you didn't.
The fucking Batman, son. And just rams him. This Batman is vicious, dude. I'm loving it. That's a great shot, too. Whoever,
that's such a great shot.
Excellent cinematography.
Then that's a great transition into Batman.
Yeah, dude. So that was pretty sick. I can't lie.
I'm looking forward to that.
Bruce hasn't perfected HGH yet. Bruce is on fucking Tren and D-ball and testosterone. I knew it. There's no way you could bench 1,000 pounds without a little bit of fucking steroids, bro. I'm saying, son. Like,
nah, bro. Nah, don't expect Bruce like that. Nah,
yeah, but he calls it the bat steroids. So, oh, you think he's natty? He's all natural. Steroid. Dude, as long as he puts the word bat in front of it, he can get away with whatever it is, like the bat shark repellent or whatever. That was probably some crazy high grade mace. You know what I mean? That's illegal, but he put the word bat in front of it. It's all good. So now we have bat steroids.
Good to go.
Frowned upon, but since he put bat in front of it, it's all good. Helps him get jacked up.
That's right. No,
but that
complaint.
Completely changed my mind on this Batman movie, so I'm pretty psyched. Hopefully now I don't get let down on the backside of that trailer. But yeah, so that was a good one. And then I didn't even bother watching the Aquaman one. If they released the trailer, I didn't watch it. Did they release the trailer?
They did.
Well, now we're gonna watch it.
Yeah, they did. They did one for Shazam too.
They did one for what?
They did one for Shazam too.
Yeah, I saw the Black Adam one. Let's see.
No, for Shazam himself. No, I think didn't they do one for Shazam?
Yeah, Shazam 2. That's right. You're right. All right, let's see.
They did one for him too. We're gonna be watching trailer.
Shit, why not? Jason Momoa's first day. Is this like what is this? I don't want to see his hair. I don't give a shit about Jason Momoa, bro. I am not a high school girl or Lauren.
Not a high school girl.
What is this? This isn't a trailer, dude. This is just fucking them talking about the movie. Oh, look, we're gonna be shooting people like they're underwater, but they're not underwater. Amazing. It's incredible. It's not a trailer. So this is what we got. See, I didn't.
I mean, to be fair, this is like the early stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna stop that shenanigans because I don't care. All right, so stop that. And then
we
what was the
know
other
James
one?
is gonna get another good night's sleep watching Aquaman too.
Dude, like I put that movie. I still haven't watched that whole movie. The first one. Still haven't done it, man. Can't do it. I fall asleep every time. It's like The Godfather. I fall asleep watching The Godfather too, and I know it's gonna piss people off that I just said that, but I cannot make it through The Godfather. It is such a boring fucking movie.
That's so
It's my dad's like favorite movie
That
of
is
all
not a boring
time.
movie.
Oh my god, it's a I've tried 4 different times, Chris, to watch The Godfather, and that movie is garbage. It's garbage.
Okay,
This
it's
is
not
also
garbage.
like a this is also behind the scenes more than anything. I guess. Kinda. We get some looks at the movie.
Yeah, because they're still like in their early processes on certain things.
Right. Zach Levi, I think he does a good job, and yeah, I mean it's kind of cool to see some of the background behind the scenes and like the first shots that we're getting.
Yeah.
You know, the Marvel family and the new villains that we're getting and the creatures, monsters, everything like that. So then I guess this is setting up. Are we gonna get like Shazam versus Black Adam? I guess in the next one. See, this is how they should build the universe. We get Shazam 2 movies, Black Adam for a movie, and then I guess they're gonna come together after that. Oh shit! Hello.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize. All right. Car explosions. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, it's looking like it's not really a trailer or anything, but it's still looking pretty cool. Like just the behind the scenes of that one. I think they'll do a good job with that one. I'm not really concerned as long as they keep the cheese factor up like they were doing with the first one and just the humor and they just made it lighter. They didn't have to go for like where are the other drugs going all the time. You know what I mean? There's a lighter side to that one that I like, so it's good.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that.
We also say, don't forget the big news that Wonder Woman 3 was announced to be happening, still directed by Patty Jenkins. Do you guys think she deserves another chance after Wonder Woman 84? Chris, why don't you go ahead and answer that?
Hell no. Man, I ain't watching that trash, man. That movie was so gosh diggity darn terrible. I mean, I have lost like a part of my I will never get those 2 hours or hour, however long that garbage was. It felt like it was 5 hours. All of that shit just never ended. I will never get that time back. I mean, literally, I walked out the theater, went home, and a piece of my soul was sitting right next to me. It gave me the finger, and then it just flew away. I'll never get that back.
I still haven't seen it just because like everyone told me that it was so garbage that I was just like, all right, well, I'm not gonna even bother watching it, I guess. So I haven't seen it. Yay, that there's a Wonder Woman 3, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it. I still enjoyed the first one. But yeah, I'm just whatever on that one. And then JVK's dad, I noticed at the end of the last episode that we did last week that he was talking about Jake Gyllenhaal was cast as Prophet. I don't know if the movie is going to be called Prophet, but basically I don't know if you remember that old fucking Image series Prophet. He came out of Youngblood. Yeah, I'm not really excited for that either. So that's just kind of whatever to me. Yeah, you know,
good.
Whatever. Great for Jake Gyllenhaal for keeping landing roles, but I don't care. Unless they come out with some mind-blowing shit. But if it was written by Rob Liefeld, so I don't expect anything at all. This is a character that came from a dude who can't
savage right there.
Bro, he's fucking garbage. I mean, like everything that dude has done. I can't name one good thing. Like he made Deadpool, but not really. He kind of like he just copied Deathstroke. And then he wasn't even the person who made Deadpool into who Deadpool is. So all the credit that he wants to take for making Deadpool, fuck you, Rob Liefeld. And he co-made Cable. Cable's kind of cool, but he co-made Cable, so I'm sure that he didn't really have too much to do with the cool parts of Cable. And then he did all that stupid like image shit that I think Todd McFarlane just felt sorry for him and needed money, so that's why he invited Rob Liefeld into the company to begin with. And and then we got all this garbage fucking 90s image bullshit, and now we're making movies out of this garbage 90s bullshit. And yeah, that's how I feel about all that.
Wow. I mean, you just completely just shot on this man's legacy in like 5 minutes. Like, hi, digging it down.
Rob Liefeld is a cokehead, all right? He's a fucking cokehead who thinks that he deserves all this credit. No, I'm not even lying. This is straight facts. He thinks he deserves
I'm not saying no. I'm saying now we're taking personal shots at this man.
For shit that he didn't fucking do, and then he wants to charge you more to sign the like 3 books that he was a part of that actually mean anything in the comic world. And he takes advantage of that by charging double what he would charge to sign literally any other book that's out. So fuck Rob Liefeld.
True.
I keep hoping to open my newsfeed one day and seeing his death fucking, eulogy. Like, oh no. Oh, he died. Oh, anyways.
Damn. Wow. We went that far into it? Hot. Oh my God. You would think this man fucking slapped your firstborn in the face. Like, shit, man. Good Lord.
Neither one of you are bottling up your feelings this week.
For real. But to be fair though, everything James said is correct. Everything I said was correct. I mean, Wonder Woman is one of my favorite heroes. It's in my freaking top 5. And I was so looking forward to Cheetah. And they shat on both of them. I mean, just took a huge dump on both of them in that one movie. It was a waste of freaking time.
Yeah. I can't say that I've seen it, but from what you told me, I just have to. No, I can't get on board with it at all.
Just garbage.
All right,
hot garbage. Just like this Flash movie is gonna be.
Oh, I think so. Let's get into some of the Marvel stuff. We have the delays going on. Because
we do got some delays.
They're saying because of worker strikes, and if that's the case, then I don't mind it. Because shit, if they feel like they ain't getting paid what they need to get paid, fucking pay them. Disney, goddamn, you're making hundreds of millions of dollars every fucking movie release. Pay your people for fuck's sake. I know what it's like to do a lot of work and not
pay them, pay them, ladies and gentlemen, pay those guys.
Yeah. Pay those motherfuckers.
So that's what they're saying. That's why they're doing this. Because I had no idea why they was doing the delays. I just thought it was just.
So yeah, that's
I didn't know. I knew it wasn't from COVID.
Right. Yeah. So the first reports that have been coming out are saying that it's because of worker strikes. So I don't know the legitimacy completely of that. I mean, we just got these delays. Like yesterday or 2 days ago, maybe at most.
Yeah, like day before, whatever.
Yeah, so
I'm confused though. What does worker strike have to do with delaying the movie though? Because isn't the movie's already finished?
I'm sure that not all of them are. And if everyone in the crew is just like, fuck this, then you're gonna have a hard time.
I guess no, you're right.
Shooting or editing or the sound shit and just all the stuff that goes behind the scenes, I guess, is probably what's being held up. So we have, but all in all, they're just saying right now that it's just going to be a couple of months of delay. With Doctor
nothing's too serious.
Being moved 2 months or a month and a half ish to May, so that's going to be our May movie now. Thor moved,
which is the one I'm looking forward to the most. I'm really looking forward to that movie.
Yeah. Oh man, I am so pumped. I'm so pumped for Spider-Man. I'm so pumped for Doctor Strange. So wait a little bit while longer.
I'm definitely talking about with the delays. Yeah.
Yeah. It's coming out for our birthday, so that's good. our birthday month.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Thor gets moved to July. Black Panther gets moved to November, which that one's a little disappointing because I am excited for Black Panther 2 just to see what's going to go down, what they're going to do.
Yeah, that's my excitement for it too.
The actress playing Shuri, who so she got hurt doing a stunt or something, which could
for the movie.
More delays for that movie, or maybe like it was already going to be delayed and they're just like kind of tacking it onto it. But that was that was a 4-month delay for that movie, so that's pretty substantial. But yeah, she got hurt, and then there was like a lot of people saying that she was anti-vax or something, which was also like a big thing, and then she had to come out with a statement saying like none of that is true. So that was kind of ridiculous. Cancel culture tried to get her ass and like just making up stories at this point. I was like, God damn, they're just coming after everybody for no reason. Fucking Indiana Jones and the Temple of Aliens, or whatever the fuck it's gonna be called, has been moved. Like a whole year, that shit got moved.
Yeah, that got pushed back heavily, which really makes me wonder why on that one was such a big one. I'm lying. I'm not wondering because I don't care. I don't give a damn whatsoever about Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
that was a lie. I don't care at all about Indiana Jones.
Harrison Ford gonna be dead by the time that movie come out.
That's what I'm saying. I know Harrison Ford more for Star Wars than Indiana Jones.
Right. I mean, yeah, pretty significant both. But like, I was never a huge Indiana Jones fan to begin with. So like that part,
because I'm just not an Indiana Jones fan. So
yeah, but that dude is old. He's like 75 years old. So like, he could drop at any second, and we're just like, all right, well, that movie's gone.
Which again, I thought this was his last. I thought the last one was supposed to be the last like him doing that. I thought that was the end of his Indiana Jones run, and then it's like, oh, there's another one. So is he even in this? Is he not in this? Is Shia LaBeouf the main character now? Like, is he the new Indy?
Oh God.
Is somebody else going to be Indy? Like, who the hell is Indy? Honestly, I still don't care. But who the hell is Indy? Just do it. Like, is he just gonna? I want, if he isn't there, I want him to have a scene like that. That would make me at least Google that scene and look at that and be like, all right, I saw something on that movie because I'm not gonna watch that movie. I don't see myself ever actually seeing that movie.
Do you think that?
So who cares? I guess they're gonna fight aliens. Maybe Superman will show up in that movie.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah! Body double Superman. Look, I'm getting another role already, bro. Skinny Superman for another movie, baby. Here we go. Here we go, son.
Exactly, bro.
Now,
we gonna get 5 cents on royalties from the other one. You gonna get like 5 cents on royalty for this one, bro. You gonna make it, bro.
Bro, it's gonna be a payday, son. You know how many times they show that movie? Like 3 times.
Exactly, bro. That's gonna woo. No, like seriously.
No, but like, do you think Shia LaBeouf like ever sits back and like, maybe I shouldn't have been an asshole for the first part of my career?
I mean, he did make a lot of money though, and he
was just gone so fast. It was like it looked like he was gonna be the next action star, like Transformers, fucking Eagle Eye, some other stupid bullshit movie I don't know, and now then like Indiana Jones, and then all of a sudden, like, where did Shia LaBeouf go?
Fell off the face of the earth.
Nobody.
He was gone. We just remember him for the "just do it" meme.
Yeah, that's right. The only thing that would make me see the new Indy movie is if it was called Indiana Jones Short Rounds Revenge. What? I don't know anything about Indiana Jones, so if that was a reference to one of the movies, it just went over my head. I gotta tell you, I can't.
Yeah, same here. Again, dude, I kid you not. For like when I saw Star Wars, saw him in that stuff, I legitimately did not know Indiana Jones even existed for like at least a couple of years, and then later I was like, oh, he was in that too. I've never watched Indiana Jones. I know the story, and I know like pieces of things, but I've never sat down and watched any of the movies straight through.
Right.
Because I don't have an interest in it. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And
I like Spielberg.
He's more famous to Star Wars than that.
Right. Yeah, I like Spielberg. I like a lot of Spielberg's work, but Indiana Jones for some reason is just never like I'm not a big Western fan either, and that like is kind of borderline that Western adventure shit. So I'm just like, not a big fan. So then we have
I'm not a fan of Western. Yeah.
The Marvels. No, wait, hold on. Untitled Disney live action. Oh, so that's
I think Marvel. 2 of those. It was like 2 of them that got delayed. Untitled movies.
Yeah. Well, the Untitled Disney live action, I don't care about. That's why they remaking movies. It's always stupid movie. Like live action animal Disney movies is the dumbest fucking shit because it's like stop. There are so many other cool Disney movies that you could remake live action that like stop doing it with CGI animals. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But then we have the Marvels, which is what the Miss Marvel is now the Marvels. And that's going to be delayed, pushed back into 2023. Looks like only a 3-month delay for that one. And then we have Ant-Man and the Wasp, so we get a delay on Kang, unfortunately. Boo-hoo. And that gets delayed 5 months through 2023. Then we have Untitled Marvel, Untitled 20th Century. Untitled Marvel, which we know the lineup. We just don't know the order that they're going to come out, right? So, all of them pushed back, just removed from schedule. So they don't even have release dates for those yet. Okay. Short Round was the little Asian kid from the second movie. Okay, all right. Hey, we have Asian westerns. That's dope.
See, and I remember. Yes, I remember that from a Family Guy sketch where they was making fun, like the kid like backed up and he hit a thing, and then they made fun of the movie. It was like, yeah, the girl is only in this movie because she's sleeping with the director, and that was a true joke that she was literally only put in the movie because she was sleeping with the director because she sucks as an actor, and that was her only reason why she was there. So that was funny. I was like, that's funny. And then the last thing on Indie, at least for me, was the biggest thing I remember from that is the South Park episode where that too. Okay. I remember that too. But it was the South Park episode that really got me, where when Indiana Jones was getting raped over and over by Steven Spielberg. It's funny as hell. That sounds horrible. But it's funny, though, because South Park made a joke out of it. And it was like on a pinball machine. That got really crazy. And I was like, oh, my God, this is crazy. That was what I remember from that. Yeah.
Yeah, because Spielberg and George Lucas both seem to have a hard-on for Harrison Ford. Like, they both really love that dude so much. Like, they love him. And they love John Williams doing the music because John Williams has done the music for like every one of their fucking movies. That dude is a fucking genius, though. Musical genius. Like I can't name any other composer who has made significant, like you instantly recognizable, yet at the same time completely different themed music for like background scores for movies. I mean, you're talking about like Jaws, E.T., Harry Potter, Star Wars, Indiana Jones. I'm sure there's others that I'm missing, but like just those is enough to be like, holy shit, that's incredible. And the fact that like none of them even sound kind of the same. You know what I mean? Because there's some music composers that are like, they're great, they're fantastic, but I can recognize like for example, I think it's like Braveheart. The guy who does the music for Braveheart also did the music for Pirates of the Caribbean. And like, I could hear it. I could hear similar themes. And I'm like, oh, so it must be. And that made me look it up. And I was like, oh yeah, it's that guy. With John Williams, it's like, you never hear that fucking same theme again, which is why I always place him as like one of the greatest of all time composers, especially from like standout movie themes, like big, epic fucking fanfare shit. So that's just my little piece. I'm like a little bit of a symphony geek too from my past, so I do appreciate those little nuances in movies as well.
Absolutely. I do got to make sure I say this because I actually forgot to bring it up last week. But how about we give love to my boy Aaron Rodgers, who went out there, popped in 2 touchdowns. Then he ran one in, discount double check, bam! And our man was ready. And then some lady tried to give that man the bird, and she didn't just give him 1 bird. She gave him 2 birds. And
it was like me at Register 3.
And what did Aaron Rodgers do? My man blacked out, and he looked at that lady. He said, "Ma'am, I fucking own you.
Yep,
I always own you." And then he ended off by saying, "I still own you." And Aaron Rodgers is 100% right because I am the number man. That dude is 22-5 against the Bears. He owns that franchise. Mm-hmm. They don't get to take a piss without Aaron Rodgers' permission.
Oh my
so
God.
Make sure you understand that. So instead of giving that man the finger, y'all should be praising him and hoping that he retires and stops murdering your franchise. Good Lord. Props to Aaron Rodgers.
I saw that shit. Like, there were so many people talking about it. Like, his, I own you. I still own you. I fucking own you. Like, that shit. I was like, damn, Aaron is just going ham on these people. Like, I figured that, like, I didn't get to watch much football this weekend just because I was out of town. But I was like, damn it, they must have pissed him off or something. Like, I don't know. It must have been that motherfucker Terry Bradshaw or something. Like, I don't know who. That's my only assumption was that Terry Bradshaw was talking mad shit, and so that's who Aaron Rodgers.
I'm pretty sure that old fart was like, "Oh, Aaron Rodgers, you're so unprofessional." Back in my day, when we ran into football, we just hand the football to the referee, and we just walked back over there. And we just sat down and we just waited for our turn. Yeah, ungrateful bastard. Yeah, fuck you, Terry Bradshaw. But yo, did you hear, or did you at least hear about what Patrick Mahomes' brother did?
Oh yeah, that was also making the rounds on the internet, that he was doing like a dance on someone's memorial.
It was on Sean Taylor's memorial, who is like he is beloved in Washington and in the NFL community for just being a good guy. He was on the trajectory of being a great player, but he was killed in his home when some jackass broke in and shot him. It was a regular robbery. They weren't like targeting him. It was a robbery that unfortunately ended in him dying. But that happened, and then this piece of like this dude has been doing some interesting things. Because like a week or two ago, he got mad at some fan, and like, even though he's a fan too, let's not get it twisted. He is not famous. His brother's famous, right. But he's there. He thought it was okay to take his drink and spill it all over the person because you got to like, what? Like, bro, that dude was not physically touching you or anybody in your family, and he lost his cool and threw his drink on somebody. I would have beat his ass. Yeah. And then, the thing was already kind of blocked off, so a lot of people are wondering, how did he even get there?
Right.
How did he get through? But somehow him, Patrick Mahomes' wife, and some other person got through. And then they took a picture on the memorial, and it was very disrespectful because it wasn't even a thing where like they took a picture and was like, you know, shout out to Sean Taylor, rest in peace, anything like that. No, they just took like a regular picture, like this meant nothing. Like, oh, we're gonna take a picture and watch it, yeah, on top of it. It was so disrespectful. And then this jackass thought it was a good idea to dance and do a TikTok video on somebody's memorial who is one of the most beloved person in Washington.
Right.
You're gonna do that? Like, that was so disrespectful. So completely disrespectful. I was like, man, bruh.
Yeah, it was like just garbage. But I mean, like, Patrick Mahomes needs to sit his whole family down. Like, y'all need to fucking chill. Like,
he does.
Brothers, like everybody. Maybe Aaron Rodgers needs to sit down with Patrick Mahomes and be like, look, this is how you cut all of them off. This is how you this is how you just don't talk to nobody no more. Stop giving them money. Quit having them come after your fucking TV spots or whatever, that television money that you're making and all that shit. And just tell them, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. That's all you got to do. Just shut the fuck up.
Dude,
take their phones away.
That's how it has to be, bro. You got to sit your family down and tell him something, bro, because his brother is wilding. His wife sometimes goes just goes on her little rants on Twitter. Like, I understand she wants to defend her man, and that's fine. But sometimes you just got to let certain things go. And you don't have to respond to damn near every time somebody says something bad about your husband.
No.
Everybody knows Patrick Mahomes is the man. A lot of these guys are haters. It's cool to respond every here and there, but it seemed like, damn, almost every week she responded to something. And it's like, calm down. It's okay. You don't have to respond every single time.
It's called the internet, lady. Not everybody's going to like you.
Right.
So,
shit. I mean, damn, they need to chill.
Yeah. I'm a little, upset with, first of all, I don't think Patrick Mahomes' losses is all on him. He's got no O-line.
Absolutely not. His defense is terrible.
No defense. The fucking defense is so garbage. But it's so funny that this is his worst season yet, and he's still leading quarterback numbers as far as all the shit that he's doing, performing. Maybe the interceptions not so much, but everything else is he's still fucking crushing it the best he can. He just has no help with O-line or defense. That's what's going on.
And the thing is, because people is like, well, he only threw 6 interceptions last year. He's already up to 8. Here's the difference, though. When your defense is that bad, it's forcing Patrick Mahomes is already a gunslinger. Right. Now, when your defense is always putting you into a hole, the gunslinger is going to really come out, and he's going to throw a lot more than he needs to because he has to. So he's going to throw interceptions. That's one of the biggest problems. His defense is really bad, and they were bad last year. They was just bad. Things
That's
was
why
just
they lost in the Super Bowl.
That's why they lost the Super Bowl. And then his O-line was all banged up, and they was hurt last year in the Super Bowl. That's what hurt it more than the defense is just terrible. So that stuff adds up, and now defense is straight garbage and can't stop anything. And I'm just like, this dude has to fucking go out there and throw the ball 1,000 times, and he's going to throw interceptions because he has no choice. Of course, I want him to stop throwing some in, but at the same time, you got to be realistic. When you're down 15 points in 5 seconds, you got to start throwing.
Right. Yeah. He's my dude. I think he's hilarious on all the advertisements and shit. That shit's fucking hilarious. And more importantly, obviously, I've always thought he's an outstanding player. So, Chiefs just need to figure out what the fuck they're doing, or he just needs to leave the Chiefs. It's, one or the other. So,
well, considering the contract that he signed, I don't think he's going anywhere no time soon.
Oh, really? How long is the contract?
It's for a good amount of years. I can't remember the exact thing. Remember, the contract, even though he's not going to get paid the full thing, it's basically $500 million.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. Yeah, so then he's good.
But I don't
because of
the NFL, he's not going to get paid that entire amount, at least by the Chiefs. But, it's for a good couple of years, though.
$500 million.
Yeah.
To throw a football, and that doesn't even count all the fucking State Farm shit that he's doing. All the what's the other one that he's doing? There's another commercial that he's on too, but that dude is getting money, son. Holy shit, get your paper, bro.
Plus the TV commercials that don't go live, that's just in Kansas City, the ones that are the local commercials, he's getting paid off too. So he and plus it's Patrick Mahomes. You want him to show up to an event, he'll get paid some money for that too. So I mean, he's good. He's
got a flag football group. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. It'd be really funny if he was running a Patrick Mahomes flag football league. You got to pay him $1,000 to enter the league.
Exactly. Do it. Exactly, man. I mean, shit. The Rock is I think The Rock is bringing back the XFL, so maybe Patrick Mahomes gonna get a little bit in there too. You know what I'm saying? Put a little So
he starts playing for both teams. He's in the NFL and the XFL. The fuck?
I didn't mean play. I meant using getting somehow figuring out how to put some teams in there and get some money off them or something. But you never know, Patrick. I believe in Patrick. He can play both. He'll be good.
Patrick Mahomes playing in the XFL? That's the one with the fucking you could throw him over the side, right? Right.
That's the one where it's a little crazy.
Fucking hit him over the boards like it's a hockey check, and you just fucking bam.
No. I think that's arena football.
Oh, okay.
No, the XFL was the one that Vince McMahon was doing.
Oh, okay. I was confused because
I was confused at first too, but yeah,
the ones where they throw them over the side,
that was arena football. Yeah,
it's hilarious. That is
hilarious.
Favorite fucking thing. Like they'd be up in the air to make the catch, and the guy would just be like,
"Damn!"
Oh shit. At least they could hit each other. You see the fucking roughing the passer thing that was called on what's his face, where they just pushed him.
Which one?
It was on Kyler Murray, I think is Kyler. They gently pushed him right after he threw the ball, and they called it roughing the passer.
Yeah,
I was like, what? He didn't even move. Like he was already kind of jogging that way, and the dude just after he threw, just kind of pushed him a little. Like what? It's not even like he took a dive or anything, because I don't think Kyler Murray would do something like that. But,
of course.
Like if he took a dive, I guess it would be a little more, oh, okay, well, maybe he did push him over. But no, he didn't, like nothing like that. He just continued jogging, just watching the play. And they called it fucking roughing the passer. I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
And that's why Brady can play to his 50s.
Bro, Brady is going to be like half cyborg like Gronk. Brady and Gronk are going to be like the Terminator by the time that they retire, dude. It's just going to be fucking like metal everything, joint and ball sockets, and it's just going to be like Botoxed Brady face, like just kind of like half permanent smile, like, I still play football. And that's going to be it. That's going to be it. And we're going to be talking about him when we're 75 years old.
Yeah,
and he's still going to be running up and down that field with 30 seconds to go and winning.
Just killing it.
Like, damn, Brady.
Just killing it.
You going to retire next year? I'm thinking about retiring, but you know what? I just got a brand new heart, so probably not.
I got 2 more lungs, so I think we're going to sit down and think about it. But we're gonna let the season play out first.
Start adding like all sorts of ridiculous about. Yeah, Gronk's got 5 lungs now, so he's pretty good at breathing. It's the future. He's got 14 legs. He's crawling out there like a goddamn twisted octopus, just like you don't even know what direction he's going in. He fakes with his first 3 legs, and he's going the other way with his other 11. It's genius. It's amazing.
It's amazing. You can't guard it. It's unguardable. He's the best in the business.
Bro, you can't coach that. It's just
you can't coach that neither. I do want to say this real quick though, bro. Yeah. I seen the Halloween movie, man. Oh my god,
$50 million in one weekend.
That movie
it's like a Marvel movie number.
That movie is trash.
Of course it is.
That movie is so bad.
For the last 30 years. How are we surprised? It's Halloween.
Yo, but a little bit of spoilers just for y'all to know.
Go ahead. Spoilers.
But, dude, this movie, oh my god. So, they 100% wiped out everything after, like, the first movie, basically. After the original first movie. Everything else has basically been just wiped out and retconned away. Okay. And then you get to this crappy-ass movie, and the whole time, that old ass lady who is still in this franchise, who when they killed her off in the original timeline made sense. Now she's just here now, and her daughter and her daughter's daughter are like all basically preparing for, like, she's been ruining them by preparing for Jason to show back up. And then, of course, he shows back up. The one thing I will admit is the killing is good, but they get to a scene where all of the people in this city basically view Jason as like this, like not a myth, but as a legend and someone they're all preparing for when he comes back. The whole town is like, he's going to come back. Eventually, he's going to come
Michael,
back.
Right? Not Jason.
I'm sorry, Michael Myers. I kept saying Jason. Yeah. Excuse me. Michael Myers. I'm sorry. Michael Myers is going to come back. He's going to come back. He's going to come back. Oh, my God. Be prepared. Whenever he comes back, we're going to be ready for him. And then she's, of course, at the front of it, basically. But everybody else is somewhat chill. So he does obviously come back and start killing people. But one of the funniest and dumbest scenes at the same time is the town people get together and they jump my man. Like, they actually jumped this dude, and I'm like laughing my ass off. And it's not supposed to be funny, but it's hilarious. They're jumping Michael Myers. Seriously, there's like 6 or 7 of them just jumping this dude, and it's hilarious. And then I don't understand this. Why don't you cut his head off?
Right? Something.
Why don't you
like wood chipper? Like something.
Right. Now, there are some things where he does in this movie that make it come across more of like supernatural, but he's kind of been doing that for a while. So it's like, okay, my thing is, I'm going to cut his head off. Keep that shit.
Chris. This dude's come back to life fucking more times than Jesus. And you're saying kind of supernatural? Golly, dude.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. It has been supernatural. That's fair enough. But I'm just saying, I'm going to cut this dude's head off, and I'm going to keep that shit as a souvenir. So if his body comes through and kills me, then I at least know you can't kill him, period. He's unkillable. But I'm going to test that theory, because I'm keeping that shit as a souvenir. Because I'm going to find out if he could come back. I'm going to find out for sure the right way. Instead of the wrong way of letting this dude just keep everything intact and just walk away. But that's, of course, happened. One of the funniest scenes, I guess it's not supposed to be funny, but the girl has a gun, and she's, like, shooting, and then, like, Jason, Michael Myers smacks it up, and she blows her own brains out. And that scene was so funny to me. It wasn't meant to be, but he just smacks it, and she just blows her own brains out, and I'm just like, that is hilarious.
What?
Exactly. It was one of those moments where it happened so quick, but I was just like, oh, did that really just... I'm just laughing my ass off. Like, did that really just happen? Did he just smack the gun up and she shoots herself in the face? She got it pointed. She shoots like, pop, boom. I'm like, that is great.
We were considering going to watch something. We didn't know what it was going to be, but we ended up getting too fucked up to travel to a theater. But that was the... Yeah,
one of the girls died. But, the old lady's daughter dies. And, like, one of them, I guess it's supposed to be, like, a callback to, like, the original Jason. She, like, goes up into his room where he was looking down the window. And she's, like, looking down and everything. And she's, like, seeing Michael. I don't know why I keep saying Jason. Kid Michael Myers. And then he, like, shows up behind her. And then she sees it in the window. She's like, ah! And then he murders her. And all this whole movie, the entire thing, was to set up for the third movie, what I saw is supposed to come out next year.
No.
The release date is next year. And I believe it's Halloween something ends. Last Halloween or Halloween ends. Like, that's what it's supposed to be, James.
Nah, son. I can't do anymore, man.
It's coming next year.
Anymore.
It's like either Halloween ends or Final Halloween or ends.
I don't believe them. I don't believe
it. You know what? It don't matter what you believe because that's what's happening.
Okay, I believe that movie's coming out, but I don't believe that that's the end because it's just they've been making this fucking same movie since the 80s, dude. Like it's just I can't do it no more, man. I don't care about how I just like this motherfucker hasn't said a word in 40 years, and he still has a movie franchise. Like I don't understand it. Same with Jason. Jason don't say shit either. I don't like a villain like that. That's why I like Freddy a lot. Like because
just Freddy cracking jokes the whole time.
Yeah, at least he says something.
Very unique ways.
Yeah, you know why he's killing people. And he like at least like says some shit. There's no reason for Jason or Michael Myers. They're nonverbal autism and they fucking kill people. Okay, cool. Maybe we should have more mental health. That's what that movie's telling me. We need more mental health professionals taking care of these giant ass nonverbal autistic kids, and maybe don't let them out of the mental hospital when you know they got a big giant machete that they're coming after you with. That's it. That's
again, got some heads off, bro. At least like Jason, I know he's like full on like cutting his head off might not get the job done. But Michael Myers, the jury's still out. I'm 100% sure you cut that dude's head off, the franchise is over. It just ends. Just like that. And no one ever tries it. No one does anything to make sure he's completely dead. They like shoot him in his chest and everything. It's like, bro, get a double barrel shotgun, put that to his head, and shoot over and over till you see the brain mail coming out and everything. You take a piece of that man's brain and you eat it. You make sure he's dead. You savage on these people, bro.
That's disgusting.
Make sure he's dead. We ain't doing any of that. And then wonder why he keeps getting back up.
Oh shit! He has been stabbed and shot a lot. It's like he don't even phase him. He don't even grunt when he's getting. Bro, I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. If you get shot, you gonna be like, oh, like at least a little, like, right. I don't care what kind of badass you are. Like, you get shot, it's like it's a little recovered. Like, ooh, that stings a little. Like, come on, man. He don't say nothing. He just eats that shit. He's like, all right.
At least in like, you know, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, when Vegeta and Nappa showed up and they sent the military and they were shooting those guys, they're aliens. So the bullets were just flying off of them and everything, and it did nothing. They're aliens. But this dude ain't no alien.
Right.
I want to see that dude take some damage. I will say this real quick, though. The scariest thing, though, is probably Freddy. Like, Jason and Michael, obviously, that'd be scary if you're dealing with them. But, like, Freddy, the fact that, like, sleep is something that's
you have
for humans.
You
have to do it.
Right.
So he is, like, the scariest one to me because of that aspect.
And I loved the most, like, I've loved that series through and through. Besides like Freddy vs. Jason, but
you didn't like Freddy vs. Jason?
Dude, that was so corny. I mean, they're all corny, but that was like extra corny. But the most recent reboot of it, I guess it was around 2010. I thought that was pretty dope. As far as a movie, like as for a slasher film that's been redone, like I enjoyed it. It had a better backstory for it and just kind of explained a little more. And was, you know, up to date with the kills and everything like that. But you're right, that whole concept has always been a lot better than just some teens going to drink and smoke weed at a lake or whatever and getting killed, or this random ass tall ass dude just fucking killing people for no goddamn reason. It just, you know, both of those have just been like, whatever. Or Chucky. But apparently the Chucky season or show is good. Have you seen it?
I have not seen it, but I will admit, from the trailer I saw, I did think it was going to be okay. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad, but I didn't think it was going to be bad. Because the trailer, I was like, there's some funny stuff in here, especially because one of the trailers, they had him sitting with the kid, and he's like, yo, you want to go kill? I don't know if he said you want to go kill your parents or something. He's like, you want to go kill somebody? And the kid was like, no. And he was like, you're no fun. Like, that was funny. I was like, that's funny. So the trailer looked interesting to me. So.
Right. Well, apparently so far it's good. I haven't seen it. I need to find a way to watch it. I don't know. I don't even know what it's coming out on. Is it a streaming service that's releasing it? Is it just regular ass like TV that's really? I don't know.
It's on some streaming service.
I guess I could look it up. I am on a computer, so let me see. Chucky TV series. Let's see what it says. It is on just regular ass TV. Or you can watch it on Hulu.
Oh, okay. Okay, I knew it was on some streaming service for sure. Oh, okay.
Dope. But apparently it's good. I don't know. I thought it was going to be stupid just like all the other. I was like, damn, is this the year that they just bring back all the fucking recycled 80s horror movies and stuff? And apparently this one, however, is decent so far. So I guess we'll have to see how it continues.
My thing is, I just always felt that Michael Myers was kind of the like out of all of them, like I liked him the least because he just came across just a flat out just random killer.
USA Network is where it's on. Yes, I agree with you.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah, like he came as a random killer. Where Jason too, but Jason, I'm pretty like, wasn't he drowned or something? Something happened where he was like drowned, I think, as a child.
Dude, so drowned. Oh, I see what you're saying. So he's
right.
Like
so I'm saying like he at least has a reason for why he's killing. But Michael Myers, I'm still not for sure why he's killing because he just like killed his like one of his other sisters randomly.
Right.
He got a knife and just killed her. So I was just like, I guess he was just born. I guess they're just basically saying like he's just evil. And I was like, oh, okay. Like at least like Freddy,
nonverbal. He's nonverbal autism, and he's just really, really good at killing. That's what it is. That's it. That how like there's some autistic people that are really good at the piano, or some that are really good at drawing. This motherfucker's just really good at killing people, dude. That's his talent. That's his thing. We need to embrace that and let him shine in his own.
Like I said, I will say the killings in the movie, that was the one thing I will say. I was like, okay. Again, a lot of them was funny and they wasn't meant to be. But that also shows I've seen so many horror movies to the point where Like it's kind of
Have you
hard to
seen?
have me like, oh gosh, it's kind of like a lot of them do make me laugh, but these was just very funny to me. You know, it's like,
Okay.
okay,
So the
but the
dude,
killings were strange.
speaking of good horror,
Okay,
the dude who made Haunting at Hill House, Haunting of Blythe Manor, Oculus, which we both like that movie a lot.
yep.
He came out with a new show
Uh
called Midnight Mass, or
oh.
I think it's called Midnight Mass, also on Netflix.
Okay.
Very, very good, and I highly recommend it. Alexis and I sat through and binged it, and it just leaves you with that feeling at the end too, where it's just like, oh god, like that was crazy. But the whole thing was just like super decent, and kept you guessing along the way. Really high
Okay.
suspense. Didn't rely on like slasher or gore or anything like that to keep the story going. It did have some of those elements in it for sure, but it didn't rely on it. So I thought it was really good. Also, growing up indoctrinated into the Catholic cult, it was very interesting to see all that shit because it's like a small town island and like they're very, very Catholic. So it was just amusing to see all that shit and watching it with Alexis, who comes from like no religious background. She was just like the whole time she was like sitting there like, really? They believe this shit? Like I was just fucking dying. I was like, yep. 7-year-old me just stood up and remembered all that fucking. I was getting fucking like post-traumatic stress disorder, like fucking flashbacks. Oh my god, no. But yeah, no, it was just an amusing aspect.
Okay.
That they got all that shit in there too. But it was good. It was very. I would highly recommend.
I look forward to that one. I look forward to watching that because that's some of the scariest stuff. Like those like religious cults are some of the like scariest and creepiest stuff to really deal with and look into. It's like, man, these. Woo, they think they
like
kill the Lord.
That there are so many like religious cults, but they get away with it because they call themselves religion and you know whatever, and they're just fucking feasting on the youth. And I think is basically the metaphor of what the show is that that's what they need to survive is the fucking youth, the kids to fucking just fill their brains up like a jelly donut with all this bullshit.
Yes.
Oh shit. But that's just my silly opinion. Don't get mad at me, guys. I just went to Catholic school for 12 years.
Come to find out later on, James is actually a secret cult leader.
Yeah, right.
He's learned so much.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'd fucking perfect it.
Yeah.
It's easy. At that point, I keep waking up every day like, was I molested?
Whoa! Whoa! God! Wow! Okay.
Not today. All right, we're still good. We're still in the clear. Woo! That was close. Sometimes you hear those stories about people blacking that shit out, and then they fucking wake up when they're 35 or something. Like, god damn, I was fucking raped by a priest. Well, I woke up today, and so far so good.
Well, you're not 35 yet, so when that happens, then I guess we'll find out for sure.
Yeah, we'll check in another 5 years.
You're right.
We'll wake up one day like, no!
He starts screaming, no! Oh, Father James, I trusted you. Yeah. That makes it worse. He had the same name as you.
Yeah, I was about to say Father James picked me so he could call it his own name. Well, fucking.
Yep.
Why do we always go down this weird dark path, Chris?
Yo, it's you.
It's not me, bro. It's not me. I swear to God, not me. God. Although I will tell this story real quick. When Chris and I work together every now and then, I told him about this movie, right? It was called Serbian Film.
Oh, you son of a...
And dude, when we were working together, like this movie, if you haven't seen this movie, it's completely twisted. It's one of the most disgusting, outlandish, like torture porn movies that you could possibly watch.
I don't ever recommend anybody see that.
I don't recommend you seeing it. It was like the only movie that I like actually felt sick watching this movie. I was like, this is so incredibly disgusting. I'm probably selling this movie to someone, but I was like, this movie is so disgusting that I actually feel physically ill. But anyways, there's this scene in the movie. It's one of the most disturbing ones. So here, let me share with you. Where this twisted director in somewhere in, I guess it was like West or Eastern Europe, is like, I've come up with a new porn. And they're like, oh yeah, what is it? He's like, it's newborn porn. So basically, they wait for this mother to give birth to a baby, and then they fuck the baby. And this is completely in the movie. You can fact check me if you dare. And then like while he's showing it to this dude, this poor guy who's being forced to watch this shit, he's like, newborn! And he like announces it like Vince McMahon announcing WWE SmackDown, like, let's get ready to rumble. He's like, newborn! And so every now and then when Chris and I were working, I would just shout, newborn! Just to remind him that filth existed somewhere in the world.
And here's the thing: every single time I come close, just a little bit close to just like getting away from that, somewhat blocking it out, this mother, like every freaking month, he makes sure he somehow reminds me of this crap. Like he always do, every time. And today was the reminder.
Yeah, I brought it back just for old times.
Damn it, James.
Dude, it was just like, if I had to sit through that horrific experience, the way that I was subjected to it was in a frat house of all places, where we were. I was there to do a goddamn group project. With one of the brothers, and this other dude comes in home from the tattoo shop, and he's like, my tattoo artist gave me this it was a bootleg fucking DVD. That's how you know it was not going to go well. He's like, he gave me this and said it's like the most twisted movie that exists, blah blah blah. We gotta watch it. It's called A Serbian Film, blah blah blah. They put it in. We're still working on the group project, right? We're not really paying attention. First few scenes are like highly pornographic because it's about a porn star. And like, I was like, bro, why are y'all like sitting on a couch watching porn together? Like, I was like, I know frat houses are gay, but that's like some of the gayest shit that I've ever seen. Bro, I was like, this is like beyond gay that you.
I mean, that's what you signed up for, bro.
I wasn't in the frat. I was doing a group project with someone who was in the frat. That's why I had to go to the house.
I know. I'm just saying, anytime you go into a frat house, you got to expect things like this to potentially happen.
Especially like white kids, especially white kids at NC State, dude. Like, I was like, all right, this is weird.
Bro, you ain't gonna see no legit black people sitting around there watching porn like that. You ain't gonna see that kind of shit happen in a real frat house, bro.
Exactly. So I was just like, this is weird, whatever. We continued the project, but as the movie continued, it just became like more intriguing, I guess, like their reactions
and disturbing.
And it was like, and so we were like, God damn it, we just have to fucking watch it now. Like, we have to stop doing our project to watch this shit. And like, just became like, my mind was so baffled by the end of it. Like, I literally felt like I might throw up at some of the parts of the movie. I won't go to it does get worse.
It gets a lot worse.
And I was just like, nah, dude, like, I can never fucking watch this shit again. Like, ever. Yeah, even a little bit. And like, we ended up not even finishing the group project because I was like, I gotta go home. Like, I don't feel good at all. So we had to do this shit the next day. And I was like, God damn it. This is the last time I go to a goddamn frat house at NC State, for Christ's sake. We're doing this shit in the library next time. I swear to God. Anyone start playing that shit in the library.
You just look up and the library has a TV and it's just on. It's like, wait a minute, hold on, what? What's going on here?
Can't escape this shit.
Can't escape it, bro.
Oh, shit.
I guess the question everybody wants to know, the answer everybody wants to know, did you pass your test? Did you pass your group project?
I don't fucking know, dude. Who gives a shit? I dropped out of college, so it don't fucking matter if I pass it or not.
Fair enough.
It don't even fucking matter. I dropped out from being so emotionally scarred by this movie that it just led to my ultimate downfall and being broke and homeless.
And then he had to make sure he met a black guy and forced him to see that shit. And then I had to watch the movie. And then after that, I
didn't force you to watch the movie, Chris. I just told you about the movie.
Yes, you did.
I told you, in fact, not to watch the movie. I even had the preface and the warning. I said, whatever you do, don't watch this movie. I'll give you a summary so you don't have to watch the movie. And all I made you watch was the one scene so that you would get my reference every time I shouted newborn. And that's all. That's it. And then you took it upon yourself to go home and be like, you know what? I'm going to watch this excellent movie recommended by James.
Excellent. It's not excellent on the
You're like, just what you like, this is Chris. He went home. He made some popcorn, right? Got the butter ready, everything like that. Had a soda ready, everything. He's like, man, I'm gonna watch this movie. Kicked his feet up, put the shit on the big screen, right? He's like, all right, let's go ahead and watch this blockbuster film. And then, yeah, I can't be blamed for your actions there, Chris.
Nah, man, you forced me to watch that. Nah. I'll never be the same ever again.
I know you won't. That's why I told you not to watch it. Everybody who watches this is instantly going to be like, I got to watch this movie now.
Yes, seriously. If you take anything away, don't watch that movie.
Don't fucking watch this movie, bro.
Watch this movie, please.
Sounds like you guys need to do a YouTube live watch along for this movie.
Oh, hell no.
I think YouTube would shut us down for that.
Instantly.
First of all, dude. Because it's disgusting.
Yes.
Make James watch a bad anime. Oh, as revenge, I have to watch a terrible anime now.
Oh, I got some animes that's terrible that you can watch, brother.
If it's like a whole season, I ain't watching no whole season of fucking trash anime. I swear to God. If it's tentacle porn, I already watched it, so it's all good. So.
If it's tentacle porn.
Right, surprise, motherfucker. It's already been viewed.
Surprise, motherfucker! Oh, shit.
Ah, shit.
Oh, God,
all right. So on that note, I think we're going to go ahead and end it. I have a series that I'm going to be reading recommended by Chris this week. So I'm very, very excited about that.
Heck yeah.
And I will be reading that, and we're going to be discussing that next week. Any news, obviously, that drops between now and then, we'll go over.
And next week, 100% sure, we got some anime stuff we're going to talk about too. 100% sure.
How about anime banned in Japan? If it's banned in Japan, bro, like, it's got to be some crazy shit. I don't know. I'm just saying that, like, there's some crazy shit in anime. So if it's banned in Japan, like, it's got to be like extra crazy, extra crazy. Oh, I saw the trailer for whatever that show was that you talked about too, the Japanese one that comes up that, like, because you watch Squid Game. I forgot what the name of it is, but you told me it was good. I watched the trailer for it. I was like, oh, I need to watch this at some point. So maybe I'll watch that this week too. Put that on the.
I'm trying to remember. Something Borderlands.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah,
always good to end with tentacle porn. That's right. We try to end on a positive. Talking about pop culture. You can't talk about pop culture without tentacle porn.
I'll talk about that hentai.
Oh, shit. All right. So anyways, every Tuesday at 8 p.m., you can find us right here. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. We love you guys. As always, stay villainous and
fuck the